Yo, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO Lost Origin video, and today I'm going to be showing off the brand new Radiant Hisuian Sneasler today. Now, Hisuian Sneasler does have a really nice ability, Poison Peak, where during, basically in between turns, you put 2 more damage counters on your opponent's poison Pokemon. It's the exact same ability as Toxicroak, but it's on a basic, which is really, really nice. And of course, there are some good poison Pokemon in the format, and the way I'm going to be playing it is with Galarian Weezing and Crobat VMAX, 2 pretty good poison Pokemon right now. Now, Weezing alone itself is just great. Weezing's got the ability neutralizing gas, or as long as it's in the active spot, your opponent's Pokemon to play have no abilities, meaning that you're shutting off Drizzle, the Barrel, Crobat, Lumineon, and you're also now shutting off Comfey, which is just insane. Against a lot of these Lost Zone decks, Weezing the opponent is really good. Weezing Marnie against Lost Zone decks is actually really, really good too. As Lost Zone does struggle against Marnie, but Weezing Marnie is just like a nightmare for them a lot of the time. And I thought the best way to play this is probably with Crobat VMAX. Crobat does have a poison attack too, with Stealth Poison, where you switch it with your active Pokemon, and your opponent's is also poisoned. And with Sneasler, you are then doing 100 damage basically with that poison damage. And of course, you can move Crobat to the bench, moving it to either a Weezing or a Miltank. We can go on a Weezing with a Hiding Dark Energy on to give it a free retreat cost. And I think this is the best way to play Sneasler. So yeah, forget the record show to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. As always, if you're ever looking for any PTCGO codes, get them over at Card Cavern. Card Cavern does sell codes online for the cheapest. So if you're looking to pick up any sets like the main set right now, Lost Origin, you want to get all those new Lost Origin cards, and you need those packs to get those cards you need, get them over at Card Cavern. And if you get any codes at Card Cavern at the checkout, use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and help out Card Cavern. So shout out to Card Cavern, check them out, use code LDF. Also, make sure to go subscribe to the Shovel Squad down below. Every Monday, I do post a brand new video, and every Thursday, a new podcast episode goes live. If you're in a podcast, definitely go give it a listen. It'd be greatly appreciated. We do have a special guest coming up on this next episode of the podcast this coming Thursday. But yeah, this is my Sneasler Weezing Crobat list. Now, I am playing stuff like Hammer to slow the opponent down. Pretty good against decks that are going to try to build up a Pokemon to get around the Weezing, which is something they can do, is manual attach, but when you hammer them, it's not easy to do that. I am playing a Dark Patch. I kind of want to play more. I'm experimenting with Dark Patch, but it's good because you can use it to, put an energy on a Crobat, essentially. Getting you that extra free energy is nice. We do have a Manaphy and, of course, a Miltank. Miltank is another wall to go into, obviously. Now, some things that I struggled with putting in this deck was, what am I playing for the tool cards and the stadium? Now, the stadium I went with is Collapsed Stadium. Really good against Reggie. Reggie is beatable because of Weezing, obviously, but they can still attach around the Weezing, and the poison damage isn't even enough to KO, like, two-shot the Reggies. Like, if you just build up a Reggie Rock, right, or Reggie Drago, and it's got 130 HP, and Weezing only does 120, or, well, 60 damage essentially with poison, which is 120 going back in your turn. Just doesn't do enough poison damage, and they have nets too. So I thought, why not add a Collapsed Stadium and just make it even harder for Reggie to set up? It's also just the only stadium I can think to play. You can't play Path, you don't want to play Pokestop. You could play Training Court, but I don't think you really need Training Court in this deck, to be honest. It's not really necessary when you have, like, Dark Patch and Rod in the deck. And the other stadiums I couldn't really think of. I was thinking maybe, like, what about Dynatree Hill? But healing is not that popular. I guess there's Goodra, but Goodra you have the Miltank for. Like, I don't think you really need the Dynatree. So it's like, well, Collapsed Stadium's decent. Now, the other thing with Collapsed Stadium is you can use it to get rid of filler Crobats on your bench, since this deck does involve you benching multiple Crobats, especially as it's your draw engine with Dark Asset. You might bench a Crobat, you can just play Collapsed Stadium down and get rid of it for free. It's also decent against, like, something like Palkia, which could be good. So it's just the only stadium I can really think that was logically good. You can't play Path either, right? Because you don't want to shut off Crobat or Sneasler. I am playing Choice Belt to do more damage with Crobat, and Big Charm. Big Charm is great against Giratina VSTAR, where you can Big Charm or Crobat VMAX, and if they've already done Star Requiem, they can't one-shot your Crobat with a Choice Belt on, and then they're struggling to hit that number. It's also great against Palkia, once again. It's just nice to have. It gives you that extra HP to make it harder for the Crobat to get knocked out. Roxanne is in the deck, because if we Roxanne Weezing them, it's pretty deadly, so that's definitely something that I'm experimenting with also. This is my Crobat Sneasler Weezing deck. Let's go show off what Sneasler's all about here with this poison duo. All right, let's try out the Sneasler Weezing Crobat deck here. We open up with the Sneasler. Okay, this hand is interesting. We do have access to a Weezing play here, but I need to move Sneasler to the bench and attach energy. So let's see if we can pull that off. We are playing against Comfey. Oh, this is a matchup where we need Weezing in the active spot. Problem is, I can't move the Sneasler into Koffing this turn, which is a bit of a problem. Now, the good news is I can't play a supporter, so they might be limited to how many Comfeys they're going to be able to do here. There's a Battle VIP pass. Oh, boy. That's bad. I'll see if we can draw something. I do have Crobat, though, so I have confidence we can pull off this Weezing play here. Because I got Crobat, right? So we're good. I could also Dark Patch to a Koffing, maybe. Because we do want to put Weezing in the active spot. Ooh, they're playing Giratina. Oh, no. They're going to get 2 energy on a Giratina. Oh, that's not good. Okay, if they weren't playing Leafeon, then the Weezing would feel really good here. But this is actually not great. We do another Quick Ball. That is kind of insane. We have to try to high roll balloon or switch here. Here goes nothing, I guess. We're going to go for it, I think. Let's Ultra Ball. Away the Manaphy. I mean, if they're playing Greninja, they're playing Greninja. So be it. We'll grab Crobat. And we're going to draw 6 cards here. Here we go. Can we find what we're looking for? We do. And we get a hammer, which is huge. And we flip heads, which is very huge. Nice. And I have Boss 2, which I can save for next turn, so I can start to get damage on the Giratina, especially if it evolves. All right. Now, they could have a Boss or a Rope in their hand. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but we'll see if they do. Because if they don't, we're chilling. I have another Crobat for next turn, and we're fine. They're going to switch into the Giratina. I think they're going to do the first attack here. If they're slowed down, they are. Yeah, let's go. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now we get some poison damage on them here with severe poison. We are going to be able to put 6 damage on them in between turns, which is pretty good. We'll see how it all goes. My opponent could still technically attack with Giratina VSTAR next turn. It's unlikely. They also didn't attach this turn, which is good. So they are behind on energy attachment. They lose a Rope, which is huge. That's one of the only ways they can get around the Weezing, so that's good. All right, we're going to Crobat for 3. Can I find a Marnie? I do get a Marnie. That's a huge Marnie. That is huge. We get rid of their hand, getting rid of whatever they grabbed. And we do find a Big Charm and a Hammer. Don't get Crobat VMAX, though. I was hoping maybe get the VMAX. All right, well, Hammer. All right. Could play the Collapsed Stadium to try to force weird spots to my opponent. I could also save Stadium for the other Crobat. I think I'm going to hold on to the Stadium. We're just going to Severe Poison them here. And they're going to take 6 damage in between turns. They cannot play their abilities. I didn't get a Koffing either. I was kind of hoping to get a Koffing. But this will have to do for now. They are really stuck right now. They can retreat the Weezing, or the Giratina into the Comfy, which is fine with them. But then, you know, the Weezing's just going to do its thing. And we're going to keep poisoning them. Oh, they do get a Psychic Energy on. They do another turn of Abyss Seeking. That's fine with me. I'm going to Marnie them again. They still didn't do much, though. So maybe if I draw a Research, I think I'd rather Research here. But we'll see, we'll see. They get rid of a Net and another Psychic. That's 5 cards in the Lost Zone. They have 100 HP left. We drew another Hammer. We don't flip heads, though. Alright, that's fine. We're just going to Marnie here. I'm going to try to find the Crobat VMAX energy if I can. There we go. We got the knockout. We're in a really good spot now. Weezing is just really good against Lost World decks, as you can see. It's kind of cheap, kind of cheesy, but it does get the job done at the end of the day. And we're just going to do this. I probably gave him a Chorus now, though, finally. Wouldn't be surprised they got Chorus here, but that's fine. They're going to get killed by Poison, and we are going to take our prizes. We find a Boss, which is huge, and we get an Ultra Ball, which is good. And having the Big Charm on the Crobat, by the way, makes it so my opponent can't one-shot Crobat. But as I expected, they scooped the game up. Weezing is pretty good against Lost Zone decks, as you can see. All right, trying out the Weezing deck here again. Once again, I think we're going to go second, especially if we are playing against Thing. And we open up with Koffing here. Now, this could be Duraludon. There is an Arceus coin with a Dragon deck box, but there's a chance this is also Giratina. And we open up with Koffing. We have 3 Koffings. The hand's actually kind of insane. We'll see what this is. Looks like we are playing against Lost Box. So, unfortunately for my opponent, I can hit them with a turn 1 Weezing here. And we'll see where the rest takes us. Now, they could be playing Escape Rope, obviously, but that's fine. Our hand is pretty good. We do have the Research. Even Collapsed Stadium could be okay. And yeah, it looks like we're playing against another Tina. This also could be Goodra, which I think is fine. Goodra, we can use the Miltank kind of as our wall against. We can also poison Goodra, which is pretty good. Obviously, Goodra can do a lot, but it is Giratina, obviously. So that's fine. Giratina is beatable. Once again, we just beat Giratina. We can do it again. We'll see if they're able to really pop off here, though. If they have a weaker turn, which we're hoping for, that'll be nice. They don't have a Giratina in play yet, which is interesting. I imagine there's one in their hand. They just got rid of a Quick Ball. They have a Net here. Yeah, they might be able to do a couple Comfies this turn, which I'm a little scared of. If I had a Marnie here, this hand would be pretty cracked if I had a Marnie. So I can maybe draw into a a way to find a Crobat, I can try to Dark Asset into a Marnie. Because I'd really like to Marnie my opponent here. But it looks like they're going to be able to get a lot of Comfies off. Oh, never mind. I thought they were going to have another switch. Speaking of switch, we draw a switch. Unfortunately, we do not draw into a decent out here to go into a Marnie. So we're just going to research and pray. All right, we get some quick balls, some energy. Can get Crobat here. Don't really hate it now. I guess we'll Crobat now. I mean, if they have a, if they have a gusting card, they're going to play it, right? So we might as well just get the Crobat into play now. Right, just draw some cards and hope for the best. Okay, that's not too bad. Another Weezing's good. We can put Weezing in play here. And now my opponent doesn't have Comfy. Now, they could have a boss or an escape rope in their hand. We are still, there's still the possibility. And if they do have that, I don't have another Weezing to go into at the moment until next turn. But if they don't, we're chilling. I still need to bench Sneasler, so I wouldn't mind the Stadium getting bumped, to be honest. I think it was fine to put the Stadium in play, though, because it limits what they can bench here, which is nice. So that is good. Another nice thing about this matchup, Cramorant doesn't do anything against me, so that's good. Even if it did, it wouldn't even one-shot Weezing. All right, well, we'll see. They do have a Chorus. I did expect that. They might be able to get the Giratina going here. You still need to find a Marnie. See, Marnie Weezing is very good against the Comfy engine. They got 4 things in the Lost Zone. They can't do Comfy's ability, though. There's a Quick Ball. They lose a boss. That's a huge discard. That's one less out they have to Crobat VMAX, and that also is a way to get around Weezing. They bench Shuppet. Unfortunately for them, Shuppet doesn't do anything with Weezing. I can find a Sneasler here. I can Ultra Ball for Sneasler and knock out the Shuppet with Severe Poison. It's tempting. Though I think I'd want to say Boss for when they bench Giratina, right? So we can start to get damage on it early. It's probably what I'll use the Boss for, but it is tempting. And they scoop the game up. Kind of saw that coming. It's all good, though. That's the whole point of the Weezing is it does force those decks to concede. And there we go. We got another dub with the deck against another Giratina deck. Weezing is pretty good against Lost Zone engine decks, I will say. And we didn't even Marnie them, which is a crazy thing. Okay, we are going second. And we lead with a Koffing. This hand is pretty good. This is an ideal hand for sure. But Mulligan, what are we playing against here? Twin Energy Parasect. All right, we are not playing against a V deck, but we are... Well, it could be a V deck, but I doubt it is because they have Twin Energy. But that's fine. We are going to lead with Koffing, which is good. We can immediately go Weezing here and see where the rest takes us. And we have the Crobat, Hiding Dark. The hand is just really good. Honestly, I don't think I am going to bench Crobat. They immediately open up the peak. Nice. All right, well, good thing we got Collapsed Stadium. And they don't do much else. This is a good turn. I think really just to go Weezing. I don't think I want to do much else. I mean, I could have went Crobat, but there's no point, right? Because now they can't get around the Weezing. So they are ability locked at the moment, and that's good. And then next turn, we can do Crobat and try to draw some cards. We could get Marnied, though, which is kind of sketchy, but they might Marnie me to supporter, but they get rid of the Stadium anyway, so I get my stuff back. They had Shoes and Silene in the discard. So I don't know. They might be playing Miltank themselves, which is fine. We have Weezing plus Sneasler to do extra damage. I'm not really scared of Miltank, if that is what they are playing. I see a Toolbox getting played, and they fail the Toolbox. Interesting. They have an Ultra Ball. Gets rid of Roxanne and a Silene again. I am very curious to see what this is. Silene, Pokestop, Roxanne, Toolbox. I actually don't know. I don't know what this could be. They're throwing everything at me but the kitchen table. So we'll see. They are playing a lot of really interesting cards. So I do not know what to expect. They don't have a barrel at the moment, so that's good. It is Electrode. Okay, they are playing the Hisuian Electrode V. Okay, I was going to say. They're playing Twin Energy, though. And I can't use Twin Energy with this, so I don't know what this could be. They do go into the Electrode. Can they knock me out this turn? They have 3 cards in hand. Do they have a KO? They have a Marnie? Okay. That's annoying. The hand was pretty good, obviously. We had, like, Crobat, Stadium, Ultra Ball. That's fine. They have Pokestop in play, so we can still play that even if we break, which we don't. Get a Crobat still. There's a Trekking Shoes. Let's see if they can knock me out. They play a lot of stadiums. Damn, they play 3 different stadiums. Court, Path, and Shoes. Or Court, Path, and Pokestop, sorry. Speaking of Shoes, they're playing a lot of Shoes. All right, they're drawing pretty hot here. They might KO me if they have, like, a Spicy Curry, I think. Or, like, a Yellhorn Curry, maybe. They Quick Ball away an Ultra Ball. Probably going to get a Paris, I imagine. Or another Electrode. Okay, they get an Electrode. They haven't got a Paris yet down, which is good. All right, do they got anything else? No. Okay, what do we draw? Hiding Dark is good. All right, we can grab ourselves a good old Crobat V here. Bench that, draw 3 cards. Nice. Another Koffing's good. We can Ultra Ball. Grab ourselves the Hisuian Sneasler. Get that extra poison damage on the Electrode. And we can get a fat research here. And we get Miltank, which I'm going to bench. Then we're going to Severe Poison. And that's fine. Didn't get a supporter for next turn, unfortunately, off that research. I honestly couldn't, I didn't really check to see if I have the other Crobat VMAX in the deck. I could have held the hand for a turn, but I think it was correct to research, just set up more stuff, obviously, but we'll see. Now, they have 4 cards. They have a Pokestop. They could have access to an Escape Rope this turn. That is possible if they do play Rope, which, honestly, judging from all the items, I don't know if they have a Rope in the deck. So I don't know. We'll see. They do find the Curry, so they are able to do the Spicy Curry. They play... They got Mustard. Okay. Didn't expect to see a Mustard. Not gonna lie. They are gonna be able to KO me here because of the poison damage I did, I just realized, which is kind of funny. But I can still go into Miltank. So they are gonna KO my Weezing here, but yeah, I can go into the Miltank this turn. It's all good. As long as, like, we still want them to be poisoned, right? Like, no matter what, we want them to be poisoned, so it's not that big of a deal if we're gonna get killed or not. And they do boss. They're actually gonna go after my Sneasler here, which is fine. We'll see if they stay burned or not. Probably gonna have to go into Miltank here. Yeah, they rip the Sneasler. We gotta find Rod now. We'll see if we can rip Rod here. Nope. Another Dark Energy. Yikes. I'll play Pokestop. That answers that. Look at that. We drew the Rod off of that. We can get back Sneasler, Crobat VMAX. Then I can Ultra Ball again for another Crobat, so I'm not bricking. Crobat for 5. Can I get a Marnie maybe? No. Didn't get the VMAX. Didn't get another supporter for next turn, which is pretty rough. They are down a boss, so I can leave Miltank in the active here for a turn, I think, which is what I'm going to do. Play this to get rid of the Pokestop. Again, they're down 3 stadiums, so just pass. And before they canceling clone, I wouldn't be surprised if they do. They play a lot of items. They stay burned. That's actually relevant because they are taking 40 a turn, so it's not bad. All right, we should be able to kill them with Crobat VMAX next turn if I can get it going here. We'll have to see. Oh, they just had another boss in their hand. Well, would you look at that? They just had back-to-back boss. All right, that's not good. Do they have a knockout, though? They're only doing 200, actually, so they do have a knockout. So, damn, that's lame. They just had the boss. That's pretty bad. Oh, boy. And they play Miltank, too. That's fine. It's a pretty big boss to have. I mean, back-to-back boss is, that's pretty good, if you ask me. It's pretty good, pretty lucky. Okay. Sorry, Crobat. You got bodied by boss. It's fine. We can bring in the Miltank of our own. I can do another Crobat now, which I kind of have to play to draw more cards. I just can't seem to find a supporter here. They are going to get killed going back into their turn, which is fine. Grab another Crobat. See what we get here. Okay. Did find Marnie. We can play that. Hopefully I don't marry them into a good hand, but I didn't know what they had there, so it's fine. We do find Dark Patch. I think I want to hold on to that in case they boss Crobat again. I'm just going to pass. They're going to act out by poison here. And we will take our prizes. Big Charm is good. Hiding Dark is also good. Okay. We'll see what they end up doing this turn. I do have Roxanne, so I am able to go Roxanne into Weezing if I want, or Roxanne to Miltank, which is good. Now, they do play Twin Energy. Do they find one of their Twin Energies here off of their 4-card draw with my Marnie? Surprised they didn't put the barrel in play. They just ditched the Bidoof, so I don't know what's going on. We'll see what they do here. I do need to get Sneasler in play. Temple of Sinnoh. What the heck? Okay, well, that's actually fine. They can't play... can't play Miltank. They can't twin now. That's a crazy card. This is a wacky matchup, bro. I don't even know. This is a crazy game already. Pretty big card there, though. I'm not going to lie. Grab Crobat. Can't really Roxanne them when they have a 1-card hand, because clearly they're bricking. Maybe I honestly, you know what? I should have Dark Patched to Weezing instead of Crobat. I mean, I still have a stadium, obviously. That's why I was like, eh. 4 different stadiums. That's freaking crazy. I can still go into Crobat this turn and poison them with Sneasler, which I think I'm going to do. I'll save the Roxanne for a rainy day. Just going to hope they don't knock me out here, but I am just going to do this and just poison them and get some poison damage on this Miltank. Thanks to Sneasler. Yeah, what I should have done, though, what I should have done the whole time is I should have put a Dark Patch on Weezing. I should have went Hiding Dark on Crobat, Dark Patch on Weezing. I just want Weezing to have a fruit tree, but I don't think I need it. So I definitely should have put the energy on the Weezing with the Dark Patch. So I could have just went a Weezing here and put 6 damage on them, which would have been ideal. Because they would have got KO going into my turn. So that was a misplay. Didn't expect them to play at Temple of Sinnoh, though, of all stadiums. I mean, bro, they've played 4 different stadiums. Path, Pokestop, Temple of Sinnoh, Training Court. So I don't know. This is crazy. They are playing Mustard, too. Which is like another reason why I didn't really want to put in. I mean, it's good, I guess. They play Beedrill. Hiding Dark on that is pretty bad. But we do draw the Dark. Now we can go into the Weezing. I'm still going to hold off on playing this Roxanne. Alright, we get a prize. Quick Ball. Okay. I'm going to wait to play the Roxanne. There's no point. They clearly don't have anything, so I don't want to Roxanne them now. Now, could this thing be poisoned? Sleeper Paralyzed. Okay, that's fine. I can still poison them. Probably going to have to give up Weezing here, though. I have to put 2 Crobat VMAXs in play, I think. Because I have to probably give this Weezing, because I haven't had to do Severe Poison. Unless I can draw a Collapsed Stadium and I get my Stadiums back. They do get a Grass Energy. They are able to maybe do their other attack. Which is, what, 120? Discard all energy. There's a Choice Belt. Severe Poison. Ah, it might be good to Roxanne, but there's no point. I'm going to save the Roxanne. Save for a rainy day. We get the poison on them. They'll be able to do 100 damage to me here. They will be able to 2-hit KO me, but that's fine. They're eventually going to get KO'd, and all I got to do is take 1 more prize after this. So I imagine they're playing Beedrill, right? Judging from the Mustard and the Grass Energy. Okay, what do we draw? Boss. Ooh. I could knock out the Paris here, because this thing's heavily damaged. It dies to Crobat Sneasler, so I think we'll just use this opportunity to take a prize on the Paris. And that will be that. And then, I mean, this thing is easy to knock out now, so that's good. Plus, I also unpoison it, so they have to draw an energy here to knock me out. So that seems fine with me. Let's see if they have an out here to the Weezing, because if not, we're chilling. They do find an energy, so they are able to KO me, but now all I have to do is draw into Crobat VMAX and an energy, and I win the game with Stealth Poison, unless they... I mean, they could Spicy Curry, actually, and heal, which I guess would work. If they do that, though, I'll just go another Weezing, Severe Poison them again. It's fine with me. Okay. So, bring in this. I was about to bring in the Weezing with the friggin' the Temple in play. Would not have been good. There's the VMAX. So I just got to find energy now. Okay. Now, I low-key still want to keep the Roxanne, but, I mean, we have a higher shot of drawing energy off research, so we have the research here. And we do hit it, and that is GG's. Even though they do have the stadium in play, we still have enough damage. We are doing literally... Well, we're doing 100 right now with Stealth Poison, thanks to the Hisuian Sneasler, and that will be GG's against my opponent's pretty interesting Electrode deck here. I still have to try Electrode. I haven't done it yet, but that was interesting. Can I see their list? This was spicy. I can't see it. Spicy deck with a spicy curry. All right, mulliganing here against my opponent's water deck. Now, we are going second, it looks like, so that's good. Definitely a fan of going second with this deck. We just have to knock it a bad start. We are playing against a water deck here. They have 2 boss and the Intellion Engine, so Weezing does go pretty good in this matchup. We're going to mulligan again. We're just got to make sure we open up with Koffing, right? Just don't... Do you think we're going to start with Crobat? Let's see. All right, we do open up with Koffing. We do actually have a pretty good hand. I like it. Koffing, Hiding Dark, Crushing Hammer, Miltank, Air Balloon, Crobat. Pretty good stuff. And there's the Intellion. Now, I am going to have to try to Crobat here. I need to find a Marnie. Right? Marnie into Weezing is pretty good. I could also just... Depending on how well they... If they don't get their main attacker in play, I honestly might not even bench anything, to be honest. And just, like, force them to have, like, a way to attack. But if they really don't have their... They don't get their main attacker, so I technically don't have to bench anything here. You know? I do want to get a Marnie, though. And this hand is really good. I could wait a turn right? Which I think I'm going to do. Right, because they have a big hand. They didn't get their main attacker in play. I'm just going to go Weezing and pass. And just hope, because, I mean, they could have a boss in their hand. I just think it's fine to go Weezing here, because they're going to be slowed down anyways. There's Irida getting played, so we can boss whatever they bring in. Or I could try to dig for Marnie. But if I do boss, depending on what I draw, I can potentially draw 6 cards here. It's Ice Rider, okay. Ice Rider's a little scary. The problem with Ice Rider is, I mean, they can one-shot me, but we'll see. They play Drizzle. Unfortunately for my opponent, that does not work, as Weezing is in the active spot. Yeah, shutting off Comfy and Shady Dealings seems like a good plan to me. I'm glad they did that. I mean, I guess now they can go Inteleon, which maybe that was part of my opponent's plan. Honestly, it's not even that bad of a play, I guess, going into Inteleon. They had a Marnie in their hand. Good to know. Another Ice Rider coming down. We'll see what else they do here. I do want to get Sneasler here. If they don't evolve the Sobble, I can KO with Severe Poison. Because I don't know if I really want to do boss. I probably should. I don't know. It really depends. If I can get into a Sneasler, I kind of want to go Sneasler instead. But yeah, now look at that. All right, we're going Sneasler. We're KOing this Koffing. I'm just going to ditch the hammer. I'll keep the boss around in case they have another slow turn. No, the Sneasler's prized. Oh, that sucks. That's a pretty bad prize. Yikes. That is a pretty bad prize. Pretty bad prize. We didn't get a Marnie. Rip. Maybe I do boss then. Maybe I do. Well, I need to get energy down this turn. I think I have to go for the research here. That sucks, though. It's a pretty unfortunate prize to have. Unfortunately, not much I can really do about it. Sneasler would have been great in this scenario. Do I get energy? I don't even get an energy. Wow, that sucks. Damn, that was rough. No energy and Sneasler's prized. That did not go the way I planned it. That's pretty bad. I do have a Marnie in hand, though, so we'll see. I mean, if they have a really good hand here, they could knock my Weezing out here with Ice Rider, which would be really bad. They're probably going to have to evolve the Drizzle or the Sobble into a Drizzle in order to stop themselves from getting KO'd here by Weezing. We'll see if they have a boss. They have 5 cards in hand. They'll see if they have a boss's order here to break the Weezing lock. That'd be pretty annoying if they did. We will see, though. Nope, they concede. They scoop it up. They don't want to play it out. I'll take another dub. All right, looks like my opponent's going to go first here. That's good. Now, let's see. We do open up with a pretty good hand. Double Koffing, Hammer Marnie. Not bad at all. I just need to maybe get a Crobat. But depending on the matchup, I don't even know if I have to go Weezing or if I have to bench anything. But they do have Arceus, so it is a Arceus Charizard deck. Not going to lie, I'm a little scared. If I can deal with this Heatran, though, Miltank should be enough to wall the rest of the game out. So let's Hammer here. We do flip heads. We can actually Ultra Ball here, too, and I can actually Dark Patch to a Crobat, which is pretty good. I do want to take this opportunity to do this. Might as well, because I am going to Marnie them and see what we got. Double Weezing. Good thing those are going to the bottom of the deck, so I could prize my other 2 Weezings. We'll save the Stadium for the Basin, potentially. All right, see what Marnie gives me here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Big Charm. Kind of want to get another Koffing down. Also, kind of don't want to get rid of any card in my hand, so I'm just going to Ascension. Because I could Weezing Marnie again. Like, depending on what they draw, I might have to Marnie them again. So, yeah, we'll see. Now, if they get a boss here and an Arceus VSTAR, that's sketch. Good thing we flipped heads on Hammer, because it's unlikely they're going to attack this turn. They do find a switch. Unfortunately, I was hoping to poison the Radiant Heatran. And they pass. All right. Ooh, we got boss. Okay, well, let's get rid of the Marnie. Let me see if I have... Do I have Sneasler? Okay. I'm going to boss Heatran again. I'm going to try to get this Heatran dead, I think. It's not a bad idea to go after Arceus, but I do need to deal this Heatran so that I can hit it. So once the Miltank can, once I go Miltank, it's going to stick, right? That's kind of the plan. Plus, they didn't do a supporter last turn, so I don't really want to Marnie them. Plus, you know, it's fine. It's all good. As long as I don't have a boss, which they could draw, obviously, but we'll see. Okay, they had another switch in their hands. That's annoying. The Heatran does die now to a Stealth Poison with a Sneasler. They play 2 Collapsed Stadiums. That's interesting. They play a lot of Stadiums. Now I wish I kept the Marnie, but let's see if they got a double Turbo here and an Arceus V-Star. Off of a 7-card draw. They got Crobat. That's not good. Oh, but that doesn't work because of Weezing. Nice. Hammer, please flip heads. Damn, okay. That's fine. We'll research here. We do find the Crobat VMAX. Can Ultra Ball here. I have to get another Crobat, unfortunately. It's because our hand's a little dead. What was Rod? put these two back. I guess I don't need the Manaphy. I shouldn't put the Manaphy back, actually. That was kind of silly. I don't need the Manaphy in this matchup. Oops. Probably, like, I wish I could have saved off for Sneasler and potentially Miltank, but I kind of have to. All right, let's go Collapsed Stadium. Severe Poison. Could have went Crobat, but nah, maybe it was, I think it might have been actually correct to go Crobat because we are doing more damage. But if they don't evolve here, then they're going to stay poisoned, right? So, I don't know. I probably should have went Crobat. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't get a Koffing down, which kind of sucks. I need to get another Koffing in play. I do have the Miltank, though. I have Boss. I can kill the Hisuian next turn. The Moltres can attack me, though. Which does do a decent bit of damage. It's 90. Can't one-shot me, though. But I also can't one-shot Moltres. So, I don't know. It's a little tricky. It's a little tricky. We'll see what they do. They do get Charizard a VSTAR. Do they have an energy here to Trinity Charge? Wasn't able to find a hammer. Ooh, they do have a boss. They bring in my other Crobat. Do they have VSTAR? Do they have the VSTAR here? They've already did their Crobat under the Weezing lock. They have a Quick Ball. Okay, they don't have anything. They had a third switch. Holy moly. So they don't have anything right now. Let's go. They're stuck. They do play 2 bats, though, interestingly enough. Okay. It's fine with me, bro. You're dead. Now we can KO them with RC or with Crobat. Now Crobat can KO them. So let's knock out this Arceus. Just because they don't have anything, and I go into Weezing, and they can't play that Crobat, and this is how the lock goes. And thanks to that poison damage, it just racks up pretty quickly. Just enough damage to knock out Arceus thanks to the Crobat Sneasler combo. And we do find energy in Quick Ball. The Quick Ball can get us a Koffing, which I'll probably do, but we'll see what they can do. This Hisuian is 80 HP, so I can KO with Stealth Poison again. Let's see if they top deck out of this. Their hand is a Crobat and a mystery card. There's a Collapsed Stadium in play. They can't. There's no Basin. And they scoop the game up. There we go. That's another dub with the deck. Once again, Weezing showing that it's really good in the format right now. And the Sneasler fixing a lot of the math and that extra damage. I still probably should have Stealth Poisoned the Arceus instead of going Weezing on it. It was kind of a silly misplay. But it worked out in the end anyways. And yeah, pretty good stuff. Decks that rely on abilities like Crobat, Comfey, Drizzle. Pretty bad against Weezing, as Weezing is pretty good now thanks to that Sneasler combo. Doing that a little bit more poison damage does really add up. I'll be for the video on the Crobat VMAX Weezing Hisuian Sneasler deck. As you see, Sneasler does add a lot of value to the deck. Being able to do basically Toxic Rogue's ability on a basic is really good, and that poison damage really does add up. This deck did do pretty well, and I do think Weezing alone is just great right now in the meta. As you saw, we bodied a lot of decks thanks to Weezing being able to stop those basic abilities, and any ability in general is just really good. So I think Weezing is really good right now, and Crobat also having that extra damage push with just a basic Sneasler is really nice. And I do like this deck quite a bit. I think it's pretty strong at what it does. It can be pretty annoying to play against for sure. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, comment below. Help me on the reaching 33,000 subscribers. Check out card comment down below. If you get any Lost Origin codes, use code LDF. Check out my Twitch, my Twitter, and my Discord. Check out the Shuffle Squad down below. Every Monday I post a new video, and every Thursday a new podcast episode goes live. And if you're into podcasts, definitely go give it a listen. We got a special guest for the next episode on the podcast this Thursday. That'll be for me. I'll catch you on another PTCGO video tomorrow, hopefully, and I will catch y'all later with another Lost Origin deck, and peace out.